Hey guys, Dr. Teriyaki here, and we're playing Dear Esther. Well, originally this game was a source mod, but they fully remade it in HD, and it looks awesome. I think, from what I've heard, it's like Myst. This is a blind playthrough, so let's get on it. And I'm pretty sure it's a pretty short game, which is good for me, because I don't like playing long games. And with the start of this, I want to say that's the end of the Skyrim Let's Play. I should be posting this up around February 17th, and that marks the end of Skyrim.
Dear Esther,
Let's listen to this.
The gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly, and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands.
I can walk.
300 years later, even they have departed.
Okay. Kind of getting a Resident Evil feel. Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Oh. What does that document say? Certificate of approval. I can't squat. Oh. What does this mean? OHH. What atom is that? Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen. Let's see, there's 2C, HO, C2. I can't remember. Chemistry's hard. I forgot. But it's probably what? C2H6O. Whoa. What's that? That's weird. The paint cans. A lot of paint cans. We're gonna take the upper route. It's quite pleasant, to be honest. I mean, I feel connected to the world. You can see there's a distant blinky blink light. Oh, that's gonna limit us. Or not, because I'm a genius and I know how to hug a wall.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
What a molecule that was. I'm curious. Oh! No, 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 no. Oh. Well, that's too bad. I like the I like the narration. I do. It's nice. Oh, crab trap. A lot of crab traps. I think that's what they're called. Lobster traps? Whatever. Same thing. I mean, lobsters and crabs are different, but there looks like there's a cave up ahead. Oh, hey, there's a path. Music.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
It's so hard to decide where to go. Because there's that way, but then there's also this way. Nice little wooden stairwell. Are stairwells like specific to houses, or can they also be outside? I'm guessing they can also be outside. So that's where I fell down. Now we're back on the path.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then? When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid, or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this. Keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Infection? Looks like we got some Stonehenge going on down there, maybe? Perhaps?
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
The hell was that? Looks like there's something down there, clearly. Looks pretty interesting. I might say so. So clearly this is a slower game, and for you youngins, you might be like, this is some gangsta. No, that's not what you'd say. I don't know what you'd say.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
What? But, you know, you youngins might be like, this is some stupid gangsta ass shit. And I'll be like, well, you know what? It may be.
Hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why, asked the farmers. Why, asked Jakobsen. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
I'm kind of scared. See, there's more carbon and stuff. Okay, so C2, H6. Oh. And there's the electrons. Oh. Right click. Zooms in. Okay. I'll look up what that is later on the internet when I take a pause. Ooh. I'm not sure what that is. Oh! What's that? Clothes? Bones in a paint can. Awesome. I'm going to wrap this up for this episode. Be sure to tune in next time for more of this intriguing story. I will see you next time. I already said that. Bye.